62. The John Sherman Award will be presented by Bill Zisson, class of 63, and Captain of Marines, Stacy Lanham.
First I want to express my admiration and congratulations to the team for an extraordinary season, extraordinary success, and that sort of thing can only happen with a lot of hard work and dedication and hustle. So you guys did a terrific job, and I admire it and applaud it. So I just wanted to say a few words on who John Sherman was. He was captain of the soccer team here in 1961, and he was a defensive fullback. And when he graduated, he joined the Marine Corps. He became a fighter pilot, and during the Vietnam War, he was shot down, and all we knew was that he was missing. And in about in the 1980s, I happened to be reading a newspaper article that said the unknown soldier at Arlington Cemetery in Washington had been identified as John Sherman. And I said, gee, at a certain moment, you should have some way of commemorating that. And I didn't get around to doing anything about it, but in the 90s, I thought about it, and a little later on, just a year or two ago, I looked up on the Pentagon website, and it turned out that John was not the unknown soldier down in Arlington Cemetery, but that he had been shot down over Laos, and he had been returned to the United States, his remains, in the 1990s sometime. And through DNA testing, they had finally identified him. So I thought it was very appropriate that we have an award so that people would know what a fine person played soccer, loved Brown, and loved the Marine Corps, and which is why I have asked Captain Lanham here to also say a few words.
Good evening. The Captain John Sherman 62 Award is presented to an outstanding member of the Brown University men's soccer program who displays the characteristics of Brown soccer captain John Sherman, class of 1962. John Sherman epitomized the qualities of leadership, scholarship, and dedication, and displayed an unrivaled respect for his team, his college, and his country. An outstanding athlete and leader at Brown, John was regarded as the ultimate team player and teammate to his fellow players. In his 3 years as a varsity player, he never missed a game and was known for his drive and sacrifice, as well as for his strong sense of community. John was extremely proud to represent Brown University as a scholar and as a student athlete, particularly as an undergraduate member of the Marine Corps PLC program. Following his graduation from Brown, John's sense of dedication and sacrifice took on new meaning when he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps, where he served with pride and distinction as a Marine pilot, achieving the rank of captain. Sadly, John was killed in action in Vietnam, representing the country he loved. Captain Sherman was always proud to represent his university on the soccer field and in the classroom, but he took even greater pride in his service to his country in the Marine Corps. The Brown University men's soccer team honors the legacy of Captain Sherman with an award to the current player who, by virtue of his exemplary dedication, mental and physical toughness, sense of duty and honor, best represents the legacy of Captain Sherman. 2012 marks the second presentation of this award, and this year's winner remains the only one to have his name engraved on the plaque alongside that of a most distinguished alum who is remembered for possessing so many of the qualities that, to this day, remain so fundamental to all Brown men's soccer hopes to achieve each year. Long recognized for his consistency and toughness, in this, his senior year, he extended his streak of consecutive starts to 63. Over the past 3 seasons, he started each of our 59 games, and in his career, 73 of the 78 the team played. And although we needed no further evidence of his willingness to push the limits, the 2012 season provided plenty for us to consider. He began the preseason by turning in a 17:05 3-mile, a believed to be center back record, and well on the heels of the legends of the run. And when he went down with a separated shoulder in our early season game with Fordham, we expected to play without him for at least a game or 2. But, true to form, he could not be kept out, and returned 4 days later to go the distance in the 1-0 overtime win over Boston University. Looking back at his second season as captain, his leadership was once again exemplary, and he was, as we have come to expect, unwavering in his determination to push himself and the team to be a bit better each day. Not surprisingly, he performed at a very high level throughout the year, and for the first time, he was named All-Ivy, recognition that we all believe he has deserved for some time. His All-Ivy nod was quickly followed by his selection as the 2012 Senior Class Award winner as the most outstanding student athlete in Division I men's soccer. An award like this one that speaks not only to his quality, but to the depth of character and commitment that he has shown as a student, athlete, and leader during his time here at Brown. To echo their respect for all that he has given to the program over a career highlighted by 10 NCAA tournament games, 2 Sweet 16 appearances, and an Ivy League championship, his teammates have again selected Ryan McDuck to receive the Captain John Sherman